Biko Flower is a women-owned cannabis brand that is manufactured in downtown Los Angeles. The name means please in Igbo Nigerian. And we also have our Juseo pre-rolls that mean please pass me in Korean, which celebrates my husband's heritage. So we're a family-owned brand. Well, I'm a medical cannabis patient myself, so I've really been a smoker, relied on cannabis for a really long time. And in 2018, when legalization happened in California, I started to learn about licensing and found that I was eligible for a social equity license, and so started to pursue social equity license and manufacturing license at the time. And that is kind of, once that manufacturing license was up and running, I thought to myself, well, how am I going to make this make money for me? Because, just having a cannabis license is a very small part of actually running a cannabis business. It's the first step. It's a hard hurdle to get over, but once that happens, what are you going to do? And so I decided I really wanted to create a brand that could speak to somebody like me as a consumer who was a woman and also an all-day, everyday smoker who wanted high-potency products. And at the time, and even now, women founders are often told, other women really just want CBD products. They don't want high potency products. So I really think that we need to have representation of all different types of, not just people, but smokers in the industry as well, and the products that are being developed by different types of founders. I have used DCR's learning management system, and it's just been incredibly helpful and useful. When I first started going through the licensing process in 2018 through phase 2, we didn't have any resources available to us. So even things like thinking about a business plan, how do I create a business plan for cannabis? What are some of the things that I need to think about when it comes to compliance or taxation? Or even like, how do I negotiate with potential landlords when I see a property that I like? All of those topics are covered in different learning modules within the learning management system. And so it's just been a really great plethora of information. Anytime that I'm thinking to myself, I might want to learn a little bit more about something, I go and see if there's something available. And there almost always is a couple courses that are going to be pertinent to what I need to know. I've checked out every webinar. I think that for licensees and anybody that is interested in getting into the cannabis industry in the city of LA or even in the state of California, the DCR webinars are just incredibly informative. There was just a webinar the other day about social media. There were some really awesome experts, including Christina Wong from Fruit and Flower, who really shared incredibly actionable ways that somebody like me, like Biko, can really grow their business through social media, because oftentimes that's the only type of advertising that we have. So these really focused webinars that bring experts together to give us information have just been incredibly helpful to the community. Yes, I was a lucky recipient of the first tranche of seed grant funding. I am a phase 3 round 1 retail licensee who's actually still looking for a compliant location to operate their retail. So it's been a really long, a really kind of long process, but the seed grant money really allowed a lot of us to at least continue in the process. We had so many fees. I believe I spent most of the money on real estate holding fees at the time for real estate that I ended up losing, but also some legal counsel. We were able to pay for accountants and lawyers to really help us set up business practices and kind of understand the way that we need to be looking at deals as well.